4 then, right? Or is Damone not allowed to have his input?
No, Damone could at least put him in.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, you ready, Damone?
Yep, you can press the button.
All rise for your dishonorable, not a real judge, Damone Allen. Debatable is now in session.
Welcome to a new episode of Debatable. I'm your host, not a real judge, Damone Allen. Joining me as always is Hi-Fi Mike.
Hey.
And Samoan Joseph.
What's up, guys?
And this week we have a special guest as always. We have Chance from Boy Meets World Fever. Mike's a super fanboy.
Hey, I am.
Welcome back to the podcast. Tell the people about yourself and the show you do and all the things you do.
So I'm Chance. I am one of the 2 hosts of Boy Meets World Fever. The fun host isn't here this week, so sorry about that. We are a Boy Meets World recap podcast, which might seem useless now that the actual cast is doing it, but hey, we're hanging in there. We just finished season 5 and recorded the season 5 tournament last night. So it was a great time to jump on the tournaments. Even if you just listen to the tournaments at the end of every season, they're my favorite episodes. So
I still think that the fan-led podcasts for Boy Meets World are still going to be very relevant because they're different regardless from I don't know if you've listened to Pod Meets World, but they're different. So you still get that fan perspective. And then you can go over and listen to what happened on set. And then they do like an interview it seems like every week with somebody involved. Like, so you basically get 2 episodes a week. You get the interview and then you get the podcast. I don't know if you've listened to it, but it's really good.
I have. I've listened to everything up till where they are now, and I am enjoying it.
I do enjoy it a lot, but I still like the fan-led ones, like all the way. It just needs more Boy Meets World in my life.
I got 2 things to say. First one, Chance, do you guys actually discuss Blue Clues?
Do we actually discuss what?
They do not discuss Blue's Clues. No,
okay.
No, Joe.
Thanks,
that was them being mean.
I'm glad you guys are trolling me.
I'm surprised it take you this long to figure it out.
I literally said yes. They do Boy Meets World.
The other thing is, I've never seen Boy Meets World.
You're the worst.
It's a fun show.
I need to watch it.
Chance, there is another episode in season 7 where they go in time. I'm calling dibs on that episode.
Okay.
They go backwards. Yeah, it's black and white. They go backwards. I completely forgot about it until I was scrolling through the episodes, and it was like Corey Topanga go back in time in this it's another like 1940s or something like that.
Yeah, the Shangri-La episode. I know that.
Yeah.
One. I actually have a very special connection to that episode, so you are more than welcome to come on.
Yes, that's
Hopefully that one's actually good.
It's in it gotta be. And you guys are on season 6 almost, so almost a year. I'll see you in a year.
We seem to be able to do them in about 7 months. So
yeah, so that sounds about right because it's 20. They're about 23, 24 episodes or so.
Yeah,
but I'm in.
Well, welcome back to Debatable. So this is Debatable where we debate the serious, silly, and everything in between. So this week, as always, we have 2 hot topics. Our first topic is going to be how do you define classic rock? Chance, we'll start with you.
I feel like I bullied you guys into this topic because I tweeted at you. I had an encounter a few years back where I was like kind of a camp counselor. It was just like a weekend camp. And the 16-year-old boy was like, "Oh, I like good music too. What kind of music do you like?" And I'm like, "I'm mostly a classic rock guy. But I try to like a little bit of everything." And he goes, "Oh, I love classic rock. Creed is one of my favorite bands."
Oh, God.
And I had this like heartbreak moment. And I was like, wait, no. But now I see a lot of online discourse about music because I love like music and music criticism. And like people are like, "Oh man, Korn's become a classic rock band."
No fucking way. Where
like,
no,
no,
they're still new metal, and if anything, they're gonna come up with a term for that era at some point.
So that was kind of my point. Is like, is classic rock just old rock, or is it like from a specific time period? Is it like anything that was good in the past? Like, I don't know. Is Paramore classic rock now?
No, so I've been actually going back and forth on this. On one in one part of mind, I'm like, all right, it would make sense if this is like a living document. Like it changes as time goes on because as you move forward, things start to become closer in time, like the time frames, and things get lumped together. So like in 150 years, anything from like the 60s to now could all be lumped together and they wouldn't know any different. But then I was thinking about it, and the term oldies, when we talk about music prior to classic rock, does not seem to change. Like that's if you listen to an oldie station, it feels pretty
Old.
concrete and solid on what that music's going to be played. You're going to get music from probably from the 40s, 50s, 60s, early 60s, and then psychedelic 60s on would be classic rock till probably 80s, I think. Yeah.
Also, I'm legally obligated to say fuck Elvis.
I mean, yeah. Every black person probably should be.
We are. We came to an agreement. Fuck Elvis.
Yeah.
But
I mean, no, I get that.
Yeah,
I get
He
it.
stole an entire generation of music and made it white.
Yes. But yeah, I agree mostly. So I looked it up, and according to Wikipedia, the great and powerful Wikipedia, classic rock is a U.S. radio format which developed in the early 1980s. It comprises rock music ranging generally from the mid 60s
Right.
through the mid 90s,
It
focusing
could, right.
on commercially
90s.
successful.
Yeah, you think
blues
about
rock
it. There
and
are
hard
definitely
rock.
some early 90s stuff that could go in that hair.
I think like
classic
hair
rock
metal.
style.
I consider
Hair metal
hair
get-
metal.
Hair
is
metal
like-
definitely is classic
Is like
rock.
the end of classic rock.
And there's
is
hair metal bands in the 90s, like
Yeah, because I consider Guns N' Roses classic rock, and they're late
Sebastian
80s,
Bach.
90s.
What band was Sebastian? Skid Row.
Skid Row.
Skid Row.
Yeah, they were like
But that was
they were late 80s, early 90s, right?
Late 80s, early 90s. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
I
movie
kind
where-
of
like hair metal.
Do you remember that movie Airheads? I fucking love that movie.
maybe a better question for me to like define what classic rock is would be asking the question: is U2 classic rock? Because like they're the last people maybe I would consider.
Yes.
Yeah,
I would say early U2. It's I think you break U2 up into multiple categories because I feel like there's pre and post.
Mm.
There's definitely like during like a classic rock phase because that's the music, and then there's post classic rock phase where they're just fraudsters. So yes, I think they're both.
I guess I can agree with that. It's just so I'll tell you my perspective. I think there's like it's kind of like how when you say like classic literature, what you really mean is like kind of Greek and Roman literature.
Right.
That's the classical era. And for me personally, classic rock is not like old rock, like or like old successful rock. Classic rock like starts in the mid 60s, ends near the end of the 80s, arguably goes into the 90s, but
If it goes in the 90s, I'd say early 90s.
Yeah, it's gonna be early 90s, and that's the thing is
I'd say pre-grunge.
Hearing more about it, classic rock isn't necessarily a genre; it's just a radio label that they use to play this specific music.
Yeah,
I
would
say
say
we
it's
rip that out of their hands.
I said it's like I feel like it's a general term for like a specific time period, not necessarily just because it's older. Like you said, I wouldn't consider like Creed. I actually like Creed. I wouldn't consider them classic rock.
No,
or Evanescence. I wouldn't consider classic.
No,
rock.
definitely
Nothing
not.
like
They're new
nothing
metal.
like
I mean,
that.
they're new metal, and I think
I wouldn't consider that style or the time period. It's not early 2000s.
I think
There'll probably be a term.
from 2000 till at some point, there's going to be a term given for that range of music. It's going to be like golden music. I don't fucking know. I'm just trying to come up with his name.
Dirt.
Bronze. Well, I'm also thinking like comic books, the gold, silver, bronze age.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking like something like that. I don't know, man. Like
something.
What's
See,
above
for
our
me,
pay grade?
for me, like Nirvana is the beginning of like the grunge craze.
yeah.
Yeah, it is.
And then like Foo Fighters, they have a really classic rock sound. Like the Foo Fighters sound a lot like classic rock. But I would say that they're a grunge
They're
band.
they're definitely not classic rock.
I don't
Yeah.
even know if I wouldn't consider them grunge. I don't know what I consider them. They're definitely rock. I don't know if I consider them grunge though.
I'd consider
I personally-
a grunge band with a classic rock sound. Like, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say that I think Nirvana. I would put that as classic rock.
I mean, get out of here! You're just trolling
No.
us right now.
He's young as
No, I'm
dirt.
serious. No,
Yeah,
I would say
think
that I would say
yes.
I would say like the very end of it though.
No, I don't. I wouldn't consider new metal, or not new metal, grunge or
Grunge
new
is
metal.
not classic
I would
rock.
consider that classic rock. Like,
It was a sound of a new
like
generation.
on Sirius XM. Like classic rock has its own station. Like, and then there's like Lithium, which is like alt music and like grunge and like that sort of time frame. I would say
So
that grunge is the end of classic rock, and then from like grunge through new metal,
Sometimes
through like I would consider emo in that range too.
in what
I would
range?
say in that time period, like I would put them all in one group. And then I don't know what today's rock music really.
If there was a Venn diagram,
There's
Nirvana would be
no-
in the middle.
There's, yeah,
Foo
I don't
Fighters
know.
is better than Nirvana. Hot take.
No, not a hot take.
It's not a hot
Kurt
take.
Cobain was holding them back. Foo Fighters. I would have loved to have seen what Kurt Cobain would go on to do, but
Oh, he would
Foo
have done.
Fighters the better band.
He probably would have just
honestly,
died a couple of months later.
Unless you get Courtney Love out of his life, he's dead any way you cut it.
I don't even know if that would have mattered. I think he probably ODs at some point.
I mean, say he doesn't. Say he doesn't. Say he lives. Right. Say he lives. What happens? I think he's still for a while.
I think
he's
he
this tortured
falls-
soul, but
Yeah, I think he falls off pretty quick.
I don't think he falls off. I don't think he falls off. I think he becomes. I think he becomes a producer, and that's what he ends up. That's what a lot of them end up doing. But I think I could see him becoming a producer.
I don't know. I feel like with the drugs and everything, like let's say he did OD, but I still think like the issue was the drugs. Honestly, like does he get off of them? Like if
I
he
vote
gets
OD.
off of them,
I think he
gets off of them, then maybe. But if he doesn't get off of them, which I don't think he really wanted to, I think he ends up ODing at some point and probably.
Well, he did. That's what happened.
Like, well, yeah.
I'm not gonna.
But I mean, like,
that's what happened.
if Courtney Love didn't kill him, if you don't believe that theory,
I
but
listened to the last podcast episode on it. I don't think it was.
I don't think she killed him either. I think he just OD.
There's a lot
I
of
think not OD.
weird
but
coincidences.
He shot himself in the head.
It wasn't even it was Courtney Love hired somebody is the theory to do it, and
well, I've heard it both
lines
ways.
up.
I've heard that she hired someone, she helped them do it, she did it. Like I've heard multiple.
Well, the last
versions of it.
podcast talked about it.
Yeah,
the
I think
theory
he just wanted to die.
Yeah,
and
he
just killed himself.
he
But
just-
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
I feel like if Kurt Cobain survives, he gets really into like religion, where Christians are like, "We finally got one," and then like he gets a little too extreme, and even the Christians are like, well, maybe not, maybe not him."
Yeah, I can see that too.
Kind of a Kanye situation almost.
And
Yeah.
then he's the lead singer of Nickelback.
I say it goes the other way. I say he becomes really into Satanism. And goes super like it during. All right, so he'd go from grunge he'd be normal for a little bit, and then he'd deep dive into like a new metal career. And I could definitely see a new metal Kurt Cobain,
See,
like all
I
into
forget-
fucking like he would be Marilyn Manson instead.
I feel like he becomes basically the same as like I forget the lead singer of Alice in Chains name right now, but like that guy, because he basically had that trajectory of like drugs. Oh, now I'm into Christians, but Christians don't really
Shotgun,
want to
drugs,
associate
Drugs.
because
Yeah, because he died, right? Yeah, he definitely died.
Yeah.
Well, the original lead singer of Alice in Chains died.
Oh, I don't know.
yeah,
They have a
couldn't
new.
tell
They have
you-
they have a new lead singer who sounds just like him, which is really eerie.
I mean, I'm assuming it's an easy
It's
thing to.
It's kind of like Journey. Journey's lead singer sounds like the original lead singer.
Honestly, I couldn't tell you there's more than one lead singer.
They sound identical. Like
yeah. Steve Perry sounded like that. I forget. I knew the Filipino kid's name at one point, but he sounds great.
yeah, you really can't tell that. Like there's like very little difference between the
Do you remember
two.
when Brendan Urie from Panic at the Disco was fronting Queen?
Yes. Yeah.
I remember
they
hearing
went
about
through. What's his name? Fronts him now. Adam.
It's fucking garbage.
Isn't he Elvis's like nephew?
I don't know about that. I know he's from
Adam
American
Lambert.
Idol.
Yeah, Adam Lambert. He's
yeah.
Elvis's nephew.
Is he?
Oh, is he? Didn't
He's
know.
related to
Didn't know
Elvis
that.
somehow. Let me
Um,
see.
He's fucking garbage.
I would go
Arnell,
listen to Brian May play guitar anytime though.
Arnell
like-
Pineda is the lead singer of Journey now.
Yeah, he's great. I've seen lots of videos. I've never been to a concert, but
I remember
a-
seeing them like you know how the Super Bowl has like a pre-show thing. Like I
Mhm.
remember he sang on one of those. It was probably like 10 years ago, but he did, like you really like if you close your eyes, you can't tell the difference between like old Journey and current Journey.
Okay,
Yeah, he
I was
sounds
just-
exactly like Steve Perry.
Apparently, I was just lied to like 10 years ago. So you're all right, man. Like
It's just not true.
I'm
Max is
mad.
out here spreading false information.
It's because he looks like him. So I know this old lady I used to work with told me that like when I didn't care, she would just talk about it. So that's one thing I retained.
Was that Adam
Was that Adam Lambert?
related?
Was Elvis
Yeah,
his
but he's
nephew?
not. So
Well,
My bad,
unlearn
guys.
Never
that.
trust old women.
Yep.
I
Nope.
will,
well, she's like an Elvis super fan. You go into her house and it
Ew.
literally is head to toe with Elvis shit.
So she's racist.
Yeah, she was.
Not surprising.
I'm not gonna hide it. Like she was definitely racist.
Yeah, if you go watch that Elvis movie, if you go sit through like a 3-hour long movie about Elvis, I don't trust you.
I'm gonna watch it in pieces because I heard
Yeah,
it's a good movie.
I'm definitely gonna watch it, but still fuck him.
I mean, it's still
I-
fuck him,
I
but
don't think I even knew a 3-hour movie about Elvis was coming out.
it's like
I don't know if it's
it has
3
Tom
hours,
Hanks
but-
in it. It's supposed to be a really good piece of film. So
Oh, is it a biopic?
yeah, it's
Yeah,
a biopic from like when he was a kid till I guess he died. I assume, but
That could be really
Tom
good
Hanks is in it.
if they talk about how he stole his music from an entire race.
I don't think they do. Let's be real.
Or that he
Um,
like married a 14-year-old.
and I'm sure they don't. But again, I'm not going to watch it for historical accuracies. I'm going to watch it for filmmaking because I heard it's just a really good film,
I can get behind.
and I'm
that.
not gonna pay. I'm not gonna pay for it, so nobody's gonna profit off my view. So let's.
Yeah,
So
I'm
you're
good
gonna
with
legally
that.
download it.
Nope, I'm not gonna download anything.
It's 2 hours and 39 minutes.
Wow, that's really long.
Yeah,
I will
you
sit
think
on
the
all
scene
of
with
the
him-
Bohemian Rhapsody movie to see the Live Aid scene at the end, though. I love that Live Aid scene.
Yeah.
Oh god, it's so good. Do you think that in the Elvis movie they show the Forrest Gump scene?
And that's the only way it would be good. That's the only
That'd
way
be funny
that
because Tom
movie
Hanks is
could
in the
be.
movie. Let's do
I
it.
know.
Yeah. So what we do now is we're gonna play an ad.
Are you tired? Tired of those other energy drinks hitting you with a short burst of jittery energy followed by a crash that leaves you with less energy than you had before? Well, fear not, because Ray's energy drinks are specifically formulated to get you going without making you jittery and keeps you from crashing. With 0 sugars, 0 calories, and better caffeine than a cup of coffee, Ray's energy drinks are the #1 growing energy drink on the market. With flavors like Baja Lime, Sour Gummy Worm, Guava Mango, and Strawberry Colada, Ray's has some of the best tasting energy drinks available. You can get a case of Ray's right now by going to repsports.com and using promo code T1THREE when you check out to take 15% off of your next order. That's promo code T1THREE for 15% off of your next order of better, tastier energy.
If I ever became a pro wrestler, the Rays background music would be my theme song. Shit's fire.
It's so epic.
So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna do a tournament. The way tournaments work here is under Travi T rules. Fuck you, Travis. Pretty much instead of everybody or one person throwing in a million things to put into the bracket, we have some sort of order. Each person gets a certain number to put into the bracket. We randomize them. They go head to head until there's one final winner. So this week's tournament is going to be best female-led band. So the key word is it has to be, well, key parts of it as it has to be a female. It has to be female-led. So the lead singer has to be female, and it has to be a band. So like no like TLC or like Destiny's Child or anything like that. No Taylor Swift. Sorry, Joe. I know
No
you're
Pat
a Swiftie.
Benatar.
Yeah, Pat Benatar.
No Pat Benatar, even though she's like
She
one of the
is
queens
not
of rock.
in a band. Not in a band. It doesn't matter. She's not in a
I
band.
should have just
Not a
changed it. Just
band.
that best rock female rock star. That would have been the workaround.
That's an even worse way to define this category.
No, it is. It wouldn't.
No,
be.
it's not. Then you have to
rock.
define rock star. Get the fuck out of here.
It's just rock. it would take out a bunch of people. It takes out the TLCs. It takes out those sorts of groups.
But you could be a band and not necessarily a rock band.
I guess, yes, yeah. I don't know what bands we're putting in here that aren't rock bands, but
I'm just saying. I'm just pointing out the fact that you can. There's other bands outside rock.
I understand, but we're mostly talking about rock.
Country.
There are country bands like the Dixie Chicks.
Yeah, Dixie Chicks are the only ones I would.
And they're fucking rock stars.
Yeah, I would consider them rock stars.
But how would you
stars.
define rock stars? So therefore, fuck you, Damone.
Anyway,
I win. Can we get a point?
No, you don't. You don't win anything.
One for Gryffindor.
Chance. Give me your 4. Each person's gonna get 4, by the way. Oh,
Are we just doing 4 like rapid fire?
Yep. You can give me your
Faster than he can type. Go.
Okay. You got to have Paramore in there.
Fuck.
Unfortunately.
I feel like you have to have them. The Cranberries.
Good one.
Zombie.
I'm gonna do a band called Bikini Kill.
I've heard of them.
I
God
love
damn
Bikini
it.
Kill, but-
My head. Zombie. Zombie.
Oh, and the Bengals.
There you go.
It's BANGLE, right?
Just put bagels. We'll know.
Okay. Joe.
All right. So
I'm sure he took like
Evanescence,
3 out of the 4 you had.
He did take 2 of them.
I
sorry.
am not going to spell this right. I'm already.
Wow,
know.
holy jeez. I wrestled the bear once.
Yes.
Is that really
Which
it?
singer?
The
Both
OG.
They're both pretty good. That's fine. I wrestled the bear once,
Tastes
and it's
like
all
Kevin
one word.
Bacon.
I wrestled the bear once is all
Yeah.
one word.
Yeah, it's one word. It's one word.
Okay. I wrestled.
I wrestled the bear once.
I wrestled the bear once.
I wrestled a bear. I wrestled the bear once.
I
love
wrestled
that
the
band.
bear.
They were so fucking fun live.
No, it's I wrestled the bear once.
I'm gonna go conquer, divide.
What?
Conquer, divide.
Conquer, divide.
Okay.
And hopefully that's all mine. No, it's not. Oh my god. No
We got
doubt.
one more.
I guess.
No doubt.
No doubt that's my last
I
one.
love how you're struggling. There's so many more. Mike.
All right, so we're gonna go with Garbage. That's
Oh,
Shirley
Garbage is good
Manson.
Like most of your opinions.
That's you, my friend. We're gonna go with Spirit Box.
Okay.
We're gonna go with the Dresden Dolls.
You're gonna
Is-
have to spell that.
Dresden.
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 Okay.
The Dresden Dolls.
Dresden.
Because Amanda Palmer is amazing.
Okay.
And for the last one, let's go with Blondie. Let's go with Blondie.
I'm not gonna
If someone
pick
didn't
any.
pick Blondie, I was gonna
No, I
That's one
said
of
I
my
did say I was gonna
list.
pick one.
Any-
I did say at one point that I found one.
all you do is pick radio bands.
First of all,
Picks two radio
Debbie
bands.
Harry, Blondie was a punk band before they went pop, so it's cool, man.
I was gonna have someone change one of mine to Blondie if no one else put it. So
It was gonna get in. So
Okay.
Fleetwood Mac has to get in. The Runaways.
The Runaways.
Yeah, it has what the fuck's her name? Joan Jett's in it.
Oh, Joan Jett's in it.
Yeah. If
So-
I'm remembering the right band, it's a band. Mike,
I understand that, but
It-
was Joan Jett better in the Runaways or Joan Jett in the Heart?
is in the Heartbreaker. That's actually the one I'm thinking of.
Yeah,
You're right. And the Heartbreakers. Well, the Runaways was her
yeah. The Runaways was her
first band. Like was
but
her breakthrough.
there's really nothing there that.
Okay, question. Do we consider Tina Turner and Ike
Nope.
Tina and Ike Turner rock band?
There's only
It's a
two of them.
band. It's not it's not just two of them. She's the lead singer. He plays guitar. They had a
But
whole ass fucking band.
It's a revolving band. It's not a set. It's not.
There
set
was
members.
it was a set. There were set members, but I'll leave her off. So I got.
I mean,
one
you have a
in-
million more anyway. So
Yeah, I do
Right?
actually. Flyleaf,
Yeah, that's fine.
and then
I forgot Flyleaf.
I remembered Flyleaf. I chose not to put them in.
so I'm gonna put. Okay, I'm not gonna put her in because she's not gonna win. But I'm gonna give her an honorable mention at the end. I'm gonna throw yeah in.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
Or actually, I lied. I'm gonna put Poppy.
Yeah.
Wait, like the YouTube Poppy?
Yeah, she makes
No,
rock
but she's
music.
Yeah, but her vocals aren't that good. She doesn't she like do monotone like talking?
No, she sings. She like does actual rock music.
You sure you don't want to do Billie Eilish?
No, I don't. She is in a band.
Yeah. What did the yeahs do? What was their big hit?
Maps, I think is
Yeah,
what it's
Maps is
called.
probably their.
Yeah.
Maps?
It's a tearjerker.
Actually, yeah, I'll do yeah as my last one.
Oh my God.
Maps.
Yeah, Maps. It was on with the Guitar Hero. I don't remember which one, but it was definitely in one of the Guitar Heroes.
I don't know. I'm gonna try to listen to it in the background here so I can see if I knew who they are.
But
you
I
can
got
keep
some
going.
I got some honorable mentions because I wanted to do 32, but Mike and Joe don't listen to women. So my honorable mentions are Poppy, like I said, Tina Turner, I include her, Hailstorm, Heart, The Runaways, The Pretenders, Florence and the Machine, and there's plenty of more amazing female artists. Also, one controversial one, I'm sure you've never listened to the actual band, Wicked Wisdom, which is fronted by Jada Pinkett Smith.
I don't know how I missed this in the 2000s.
I forget their names. I'm blanking. It's Will Smith's daughter's band, Willow's band.
I don't know the name of her band.
You're right.
I know she does rock music.
She did something with Travis Barker, but I don't know. I thought it was just Willow.
No, they've got a whole band. It's really good. I've listened to pretty much everything they put out. Now I'm blanking.
Is it just Willow?
I thought Willow, because I know she did that thing with Travis Barker. It was just Willow.
Hold
I
on,
think
let
it
me
might
look.
be. I don't know. But Jada Pinkett Smith had a new slash.
Oh yeah, it wasn't good.
A new metal
It
band. It was
wasn't
good. It's
let's
fire.
let's not front. It wasn't good.
It was good. People just hated it because it was her.
No, people hated it
it's-
because it wasn't good.
It was good.
Her band's called The Anxiety, and it's
Okay.
good stuff.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Jada Pinkett
Just had to-
Smith's band is fire. Mike's a dork. He's wrong. It was heavy metal and new metal. It's fire. Go check it out. It's on YouTube.
Don't check it out. Save yourself.
So anybody want to change their vote, their things?
Oh,
One last
fuck.
what?
Let me look at this. Because none of us put 4 non-blondes in here.
Oh, it's a good choice.
You can take out Dresden Dolls.
Nope, not taking out Dresden Dolls because even though she's gonna lose.
Honorable
Well,
mention.
you gotta either give her an honorable mention
Fine,
or
take out Dresden Dolls and put in 4 non-blondes.
Okay.
Even though I do believe Amanda Palmer is a better vocalist.
So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna shuffle. Everybody good? Locking it
Yeah.
in.
Every
Locked
day
in.
we shuffle and shuffle and shuffle and shuffle and
Okay. Conquer and Divide versus Blondie. Chance.
I gotta vote for Blondie because I have no idea who Conquer and Divide is.
Simone, hide the menu.
Okay. Joe.
Conquer Divide.
Mike.
Yeah, man, it's Blondie. I don't know Conquer Divide.
Missing out. What's up,
Four
Riley?
non blondes versus Evanescence. Mike.
4 non-blondes.
Joe.
Evanescence all day.
Chance.
I actually really love Four Non Blondes, so
You're going with 4 non blondes.
2 blondes against each other next round.
I guess. Blondie, will the blondes or the non blondes win? No Doubt versus Joan Jett and the Heartbreakers. Chance.
this is hard. I'm gonna go with Joan Jett, but it's close.
Joe.
Yeah, I have to go Joan Jett too.
Okay, Mike.
It's Joan Jett.
I didn't even think it was really that close. Like
No,
No
honestly-
Doubt has like 2 decent songs, and
They were around for a minute, but then
Like,
Gwen
they're-
Stefani became
yeah.
Gwen Stefani, and
I don't even care about
that's
that.
when her
Like, I
career
just think
really kicked off.
I
I
don't
like
really
No
care
Doubt,
about that, but like I just think Joan Jett's like amazing, and I saw her live in like right before the or not right before, but in 2019, and she was still killing it. I wrestled the bear once.
I wrestled the bear once.
The bear. I wrestled the bear once versus Bikini Kill.
It's a-
Chance.
Oh, did you say me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Bikini Kill all the way for many, many reasons.
Such as I'm gonna be honest, I don't know either of these bands. I've heard of Bikini Kill, but I've never listened to them.
Oh, you've listened.
Um,
I wrestled the bear once, and you hated it
Oh yeah, probably
because
That's
it's like their early stuff is like grindcore, almost like just super
Oh,
hard.
so
were,
good.
were they
Fucking
like
so
were they
good.
like were they crab walking too?
No, they well probably, but that's how everybody did it. In
Bikini Kill was this like underground punk music. Like they were making music to get women like visibility, authority, let them take ownership of their sexuality.
Oh, they
They
do
were
love
part
I
of that
wrestled the bear
whole-
once.
They were part of that whole underground punk scene in New York that had a little bit of mainstream success, but
When we're done,
I've heard of them before.
when we're done with all this, I'm gonna put on some I Wrestle the Bear ones.
Oh God, yes.
Okay.
So you can see what you
Joe.
missed out.
Oh, it's I Wrestle the Bear ones.
Mike.
Joe, I'm so glad you joined the show again. I wrestled the bear once.
Fuck yeah!
Bikini Kill and out in round 1. That hurts my heart.
I'm sorry, man.
Paramore versus the Bengals.
I never ever once thought I
Mike.
can get I wrestled the bear once into a second round on Debatable.
We're taking it to the finals.
I'm overruling it.
Who is the? Oh, it's the Bengals. I don't. It's always going to be whatever is the opposite of Paramore.
I forgot you're a Paramore hater.
Because I
Joe.
don't like Haley Williams, but the band is a good band.
Dude, fuck that. Paramore is literally top tier. I play that shit every break.
I love Paramore, but the Bengals are our GOAT.
Okay. Yeah versus Spirit Box. Mike.
Oh, it's Spirit Box. Even though I do like just listen to listen
Maps.
to that. They're really good. And I don't know how I missed them in the early 2000s.
I found them because of Guitar Hero. I'm like, this song is dope. Joe.
Spirit Box.
Yeah.
I will vote for Yeahs, even though it is useless.
Garbage versus Fleetwood Mac.
Chance first.
Chance. Sorry.
Okay. It's success versus what I like better. I like Garbage better. I do.
Mike or Joe. I think you're
I don't
muted.
like either of these.
How do you not like Garbage?
Okay, I'm voting for Fleetwood Mac then.
Well, it's Garbage. I'm giving my vote to Garbage.
My vote counts as 3, so Fleetwood Mac.
doesn't.
I like Fleetwood Mac. I just like Garbage better.
Honestly, I don't like Fleetwood Mac. I don't. At some point in my life, anytime I hear, you know what it was?
Stevie Nicks.
Anytime I hear Stevie Nicks, but specifically Landslide, I just want to shoot my fucking brains because I don't know. That song makes me go nuts.
I like that song. We played that song.
You know what it was? It was, I think,
Dixie Chicks does a version of that song.
That Michael Keaton Snowman movie.
I'm
almost sure that was in that. Yeah, I'm almost sure it was in that, and they play it multiple times in that movie, and I fucking hated it.
It's not good.
Such a good movie.
It is not. Yeah, this is.
Are you kidding me?
Your choices tonight.
You know, it's such a bad movie, but it's good because
no,
it's bad,
it's
but
so good.
But
no, it's not. It's a bad movie.
It's not a good movie. Dude, that's why it's good.
Timon, no, we can't ever trust Timon on movies because he watches Marvel movies out of order.
So what? This is a Marvel
I watched
Endgame
debate. And then like 3 weeks later I watched Civil War for the first time.
I still haven't watched Civil War.
I don't even know who Iron Man is.
I do know who Iron Man is. I don't know. I have never watched Civil War. Also, to be fair, I did watch Iron Man 2 before I watched Iron Man 1. So
exactly.
But I watched Iron Man 2 on a date with my current wife. So that's the only reason I saw Iron Man 2.
Worked out for you.
So yeah. Don't hate love, Joe. The Cranberries versus Flyleaf. Mike.
It's the Cranberries because I will always go against Flyleaf.
Joe.
This is so tough, but my wife hates the Cranberries so much that I'm going to vote for them.
I think Flyleaf is fine, but I would have voted for Cranberries. So
I like Flyleaf too. I didn't realize they were a religious band.
Yeah, that's
a year or two ago.
That's why Mike doesn't like them.
That's why I don't like them.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Blondie versus 4 non-blondes. So blondes versus brunettes. Chance.
Ooh.
Or redheads. It could be redheads. Or people with black hair.
Anything but blonde.
I think early CBD Blondie.
Do you remember when
there's
Debbie
a-
Harry did a rap?
No.
Yes, I
It's
don't.
so bad.
I'm
I
not
gotta go with
surprised it's so
Blondie.
bad.
It's so
Blondie
bad.
did sell out, and they weren't as good after they sold out.
Wait, you're going with Blondie or Fornon?
I'm going with Blondie.
Okay. Joe.
Brunettes.
It's a good
Mike.
choice.
Blondie's a better band, but vocal power, I've got to go simply for non-blondes because just that I wake up in the morning and I step outside and I take a deep breath and I get real high. That's amazing. I'm in. Just
Wow,
non-blondes.
I actually thought you were playing Spotify for a second.
Yeah, I know.
Hold on,
Wait,
though. You just said you think Blondie's a better band,
right,
and
but
this is the best
those
female-led rock band.
vocals. But those vocals, I got to get behind them.
I love Four Non Blondes, so
It's such a
I'm
good
not
song.
against it.
Sorry, Blondes, you don't have more fun.
I can't think of what's Blondie's big hits.
I've got several big hits from several eras.
Because when I think of Four Non Blondes, I automatically think of the song, and like I'm in it. And I can't, for whatever reason, I think Blondie. I know Debbie Harry.
Heart of Glass.
Heart of Glass
Call
is probably
Me.
the biggest one.
One Way or Another.
One way, okay,
Raptor.
there it is.
Yeah, One Way or
Yeah,
Another.
no,
That's probably their
that
biggest
song
one.
got. I think that song got worn out to me when the Rugrats did it in the Rugrats movie.
Well, the
Mike's,
Blondie,
your
their early
connection
punk
to things
stuff.
is so fucking random.
Seriously, what the fuck?
Like,
I actually don't like them because this one time I was watching Rugrats back in the 90s.
It was the movie,
On
man,
the
and
roof
then
of
they
my
did
friend's
it,
house.
and they kept like they would always play that as like on the commercial on Nickelodeon. They would play that part.
I don't like this band because I heard it in an infomercial 25
Oh
years
yeah,
ago.
no. Honestly, if I heard it in
I
an
hate
infomercial, I'd be behind it.
I'm just saying that's your logic. It's just the most random.
I'm
It'll
just
be
saying,
like
I
this
get
random
worn out on
movie.
shit. If I get worn out on shit, I'm done with it.
We
Toss it
totally
aside.
should have voted in that girl from Education Connection. You remember that commercial?
Oh
Fire.
yes, there's definitely
shit was
band members
fire.
in that.
Or not really.
You know what? You know what better? You know better commercials was the credit with the free credit report commercial, the free
The
credit
band?
report band.
They weren't. They were all lip sync.
They were a real band. That was a real band.
Well, no, wasn't he lip syncing?
Yeah, but that was a real band.
Well, yeah, I know
That
a
was a
real
real
band
band that got
was
hired to do those commercials, and then like they got fucked over somehow. I got to go back and look up that story, but I remember
Did they
reading
not
about
get a
it.
free credit
They
check?
they didn't get paid or some shit like that.
What's a free
Now I gotta
credit
look that
check?
up.
Where the hell
I'll
they
get
get their
back to
money?
you.
Yeah, the credit check's free. Which you can do anyway. Like you could just get one every year. Like you're allowed one free credit check. There's some free credit advice. People.
Okay, so this was back in 2014 that I found this article. Keep going. I'll catch you up when I read it.
Okay. Joe Jett and the Heartbreakers versus I Wrestled the Bear once.
I wrestled the bear once.
I still don't know who I Wrestled the Bear once is, so I'm gonna go.
Oh, you'll love it.
Oh, you'll know after the show. I can't do it on the show because we'll get hit with the copyright. But
I don't think anyone cares if we play their.
YouTube would. But
I'm kidding.
That's it.
No. That was a.
I wrestled the
gonna
bear
get-
once.
Mike, do the right thing.
Do the right thing, Mike.
all right, I gotta go with Joe Jett on this one.
Okay, thank
Wrestled-
No!
I wrestled the bear once. Got through the one round. I couldn't keep it going.
Because this one time when I was playing hide and seek on the roof of a house.
you. The Bengals versus Spirit Box. Mike.
Spirit Box.
Bullshit.
Oh, Joe.
Bengals. Fuck Mike's choices.
I'm a lifelong Bengals fan. I think they're incredible. So
What songs are the Bengals?
Okay, so the guy in 2014, this is as of 2014, the guy who was the lead singer of the Free Credit Report band was in a band called God Against God.
Fire.
I don't know how it sounds, and I'm afraid to hear it.
It probably sounds terrible. They're probably not good.
Let's see.
Or they're probably.
Oh no,
really
they're not good. They're not good at all.
Manic Monday is the Bengals. I couldn't think
Yeah.
of a song for some reason.
Walk Like an Egyptian.
Yeah. Okay.
Manic Monday was a Prince written song. He gave it to him.
Hazy Shades of Winter is a really good song. Eternal Flame. Great
Yeah.
stuff. the Room.
Oh, the Eternal Flame is a bop.
Garbage versus the Cranberries. Mike.
I'm going with the garbage.
Joe.
Zombie.
They have other songs, you know that, right?
Do they though?
I don't
Yeah.
care. No.
They
Is
do.
it Cranberries if you don't hear
That song is so fucking good.
That song
Is-
is fire. They have Linger.
Oh,
Dream.
you let it linger. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but zombie.
Zombie,
Okay.
I
That's
think
their
those are
biggest
Those are
hit,
the only
like-
two.
Those are the biggest hits, yes.
I really like
Cheers.
Garbage, but if we're going for greatest, I think the Cranberries have a
Come
better,
on.
better
Garbage
shot.
has I think I'm
Yes.
paranoid.
I love Garbage.
That song about the trans
They have Stupid
the trans
Girl.
girl.
Only Happy When
What is
It
that song
Rains.
called?
Is it Stupid Girl?
Yes.
Only Happy When It Rains. I think I'm paranoid.
I think
Hammering
I'm
my head.
paranoid. Oh man, they
Actually, I hate
pop,
it.
man.
I don't like I'm only happy when it rains. Her voice is terrible. I don't like her voice in that song.
I don't know.
I would vote against it automatically just off of that song.
I really like Garbage, but I think Cranberries has the better claim of like greatest female-led band.
Four
Let's
Non-Blondes versus Joan Jett and the Heartbreakers. Chance.
4 Non-Blondes.
Joe.
I wrestled the bear once.
Did
It's
the
not up
Bengals
there,
really
so-
beat Spirit Box? Am I looking
Yes,
at that
they
right?
did. Yes.
I
Joan
regret not voting for I Wrestle the Bear once now.
Well, it's too late.
Yeah. Fuck
Joe. Joan Jett or Four
Joan Jett.
Non-Blondes. Okay. Mike.
I'm going Joan Jett.
Joan Jett makes it to the finals, as she should. The Bengals versus the Cranberries. Mike.
Bengals.
Joe.
Cranberries.
Love the
Chance.
Cranberries, but they don't stack up to the Bengals.
No.
That's right.
So the finals. Joan Jett and the Heartbreakers versus the Bengals. Chance.
I think the Bengals is one of the greatest female-led bands of all time. So
Joe.
I wrestled the bear once. Could have been in the finals,
You could have,
but Mike fucked it up. So
but
Joan
that, it
Jett.
wouldn't have won. I thought Spirit Box was going to go on, so I'm kind of mad now.
Well, fuck them both. Mike, which way are you going with?
Bengals.
Really?
Yeah.
So
The
I'm shocked by
Bengals.
that. So the winner of this tournament to determine the best female-led rock band is honestly in an upset is the Bengals.
The only one upset is you.
No, I'm saying it's an upset. No,
I'm
you're the
very
one who
upset.
literally said 2 seconds ago, I'm mad. I'm kind of mad. that
I am
didn't
mad.
vote for that
I would shoot
band.
for Bikini Kill or the Bengals because I think they're incredible. So
I would have from this list, I would have probably gone with Joan Jett or Paramore, probably. Would have been my two. But I know Mike hates Paramore, so I knew they were doomed.
Yeah.
I
Um,
have a mixed relationship with Paramore. So
I like older Paramore, like newer Paramore.
What are you
really
considering older Paramore?
like mid 2000s, I guess,
Anything past their first album isn't.
and then like
modern.
newer. The what's that song? I can't think of what it's called. Like Happy or Aren't You Happy Growing on Your Own?
oh,
That's not it, but-
what is that song? Ain't it fun?
Ain't it fun? Yeah,
the song's so bad.
It's okay the first
But at
time,
that point,
and then it gets progressively more annoying.
I actually disagree.
Ain't It Fun? Isn't that with? It's not necessarily the Paramore, the original band, right? At that point, they have a different. I know that they left. Like they
The
stopped.
the band had some struggles, but most of them got back together and they moved to LA. And Ain't It Fun is a song about how they were big. They were the big cheese in Nashville, but now that they're in LA, they kind of are small fish, and I really like it.
I just don't like the sounds that come out of that song. I just don't like it. I hate it. I just don't like Haley Williams at all. I will say I just don't like her. I think her fault. It's not necessarily her fault. It's that every other female in pop punk for the longest time decided to try to sound like her, but it pissed me off enough to hate her. So there will be a day that I come back around and I finally stop caring, but we are not at that day yet.
I think Paramore is really hurt. The good of that song is really hurt by the fact that they didn't do really anything after. They haven't released anything. And it's like, we're in the real world now, but we'll make it. And it's like, oh, I guess maybe not.
They did not make it.
Yeah, it's okay. It's an okay song. Like, I'm not throwing it on, but
I'm skipping it.
Well, you hate Paramore, so
yeah. Even if I didn't hate Paramore, I'd skip it.
Is Decode? I think is probably my favorite Paramore song. That one's fire. But anyway, the Bengals won this week's tournament. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do our recommendations. So you can recommend anything you want, except for your own.
Bro, why is he gone?
Oh, why did you
remove yourself from stream?
I didn't.
You did.
I didn't. I didn't click the button.
You did. Because I didn't press anything.
All I saw was my face real big, and I got real nervous.
Well, it is going to get real big again. Actually, no, we won't do that yet. So, yeah, you can recommend anything you want. We'll do your own stuff right after this. But, what do you recommend, Chance?
I wasn't prepared.
To breathe, to drink water, to
you want to come back?
A movie,
do Joe first, and then come back.
Joe, we'll do Joe first, and then we'll come back. Joe, what do you want to recommend?
If I have to recommend something, I'm gonna have to go golfing. It's awesome. I go like 3 times a week now, and I fucking love it.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
Yeah,
I will go. I'll probably go play disc golf, but
when's the next time you're going?
What if I told you this, Mike? I use Josh Allen balls because they get extra distance.
You play with Josh Allen's balls?
100%.
He would if he could.
Yeah, probably. I would too. It's all right.
I was gonna say, don't act like you wouldn't. Yeah. So golfing, Joe. We gotta get. I don't have any clubs or anything, so you're gonna have to supply.
Go to the Goodwill.
I can't supply you clubs. That's not how that works.
Go to Goodwill.
We can share them.
Just literally go to Goodwill. You will find every club you need, and there are people that go to Goodwill and just make their whole set out of Goodwill clubs.
I don't know what things I need.
Google.
I haven't played
Google,
Tiger Woods.
Google.
I haven't played Tiger Woods golf in like 10 years. I don't know what to do anymore.
Just Google. Just figure out. Be like, what do I need to make
a putter, a driver, some irons?
What do I need to be Tiger Woods? Besides porn stars,
money,
kids, cocaine.
Kids.
I think I'm good on the kids. I think
you'll have to cheat on your wife
with porn stars, right?
I want to see Damone try to become Tiger Woods.
Yeah. I'm gonna live Tiger Woods' life.
The problem is he doesn't have skill, so there's.
Hey, you don't know. You've never seen me golf.
Tiger Woods.
What if I just go out there and just start clanging and banging? Is that a golf term? Clanging and banging?
You just run around hitting people's golf clubs. I'm Tiger Woods, bitch.
What if I'm really good at it? You never know. Maybe that's my hidden talent. They play till what? They're like 60. Maybe I'm going to join the tour.
Don't
find me on
it's
the
a little
PGA
late. You're
tour.
like 55 now, aren't you?
You have a hard time walking up and down the stairs.
That's where there's fucking golf carts. That's why there's golf carts.
It's a swing.
If Joe can do it, I can do it.
Wow.
Wow.
Yes, that was a fat joke.
Wow.
This is getting heated.
Chance, what would you like to recommend?
I'm gonna recommend a way to read. I'm doing it audio, but you can do it yourself. I'm doing this thing that I read about online where you pick 3 series, 2 trilogies, and then one series of like 5 or 6, and you read. You like kind of intersperse them all. So like one book in the trilogy, one book in the 5 or 6, another book in the trilogy. You just kind of read 3 series, and then you kind of finish them all at the same time, one right after the other. And it's kind of like build your own epic. So I'm doing The First Law by Joe Abercrombie, Codex Illyria by Jim Butcher, and the first one is called Jade City. I don't know what the series is called. And I'm going to do those 3 series and make my own like fantasy epic.
Nice.
Okay, nice.
I'm doing an audiobook, but
I do audiobooks, but a lot of the times I listen to podcasts, obviously. So I get them in there, but I don't listen to them as much as I used to. I got to get one. It's
Is
been
it
a
'cause you
hard
don't
time. It's been a long time. Well, why would I? No, it's because I work and it's easier to consume media while I work through headphones. I can't read at work. Anyways,
He can't read at all, but
so I guess the
can't
recommendation is
anyways.
read.
got it. Read.
Mike, what's yours?
So I got a vinyl the other day, but you don't have to get it on vinyl. You can listen to it any other way. Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons Reunited. If you're a Frankie Valli fan at all, listen to this album. It's probably the best live album I've ever heard. It doesn't seem like other live albums I've heard. It's produced fantastically by Bob Gaudio. It's so good. I got it on vinyl. It's two LPs. It was recorded. I think they recorded it in like June and July of 1980. I think it said on there. It's just a great album. Like I've listened to it 4 times already, and I love it. So Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons Reunited album.
Okay.
Sounds good to me. I love Frankie Valli.
It's fantastic. It's just so good. He plays the hits, man. And I got all the medleys stuck in my head.
All right.
Okay. For my recommendation, I'm gonna recommend. I just drew a blank. I'm gonna recommend the podcast. My dad wrote a porno. I think I've recommended it before, but it literally is what it sounds like. They're British, and the one guy's dad is like in his 60s, retired, and just decided to start writing pornos, but he's not good at it. They're bad. He does like his understanding of the female anatomy is not great. So like he reach people's cervixes and stuff like that, which isn't like humanly possible.
I'd like to hear something like that done, but it has to be Henry Sabrowski doing the reading.
It is it's a comedy thing, so they like they read it. The son reads it on air, and then they like make fun of it and stuff like that. Like there's a point where like someone has their sperm changed into a different color. Like I think it's blue. So when they come blue. So it's stupid.
I'm not gonna lie to you,
funny,
Damone. You recommended this the last time I was on the podcast.
Did I?
I'm starting to think like, do I make you think of this?
Yeah, right.
No. I had a different recommendation, and I couldn't think of it. Like my brain froze, so I just went with that because that was my backup. And it just happened to be happens again when you're on here. I'll make sure that the next time you're on here, I recommend it again. It'll be a running thing. I was gonna say it'll be our thing, but that sounded weird. So what we're gonna do now is we're going to do plugs. So Chance, again, tell the people where they can find you and they can find your show.
You can follow me if you really want to. It's at Chancykins on Twitter. I wouldn't, but you could. But you can find all of the podcast stuff at BG World Fever. BG World Fever at gmail.com is the email. At BG World Fever on everything. And the podcast is Boy Meets World Fever. Like I said, we're about to start season 6, about to start the college years, and this is where most people's memory of Boy Meets World kind of ends.
Not mine.
So I think it'll be, well, yeah. Not mine either, but
Well,
Not
other
mine.
people's.
You're on your 15th version of a Boy Meets World podcast. I'd hope that you would have gotten to that point at some point.
I really look, man. I really love Boy Meets World. I can't help it.
But yeah, so we're about to start season 6. It's an exciting time, and you should look it up. Boy Meets World Fever on just about anywhere you can find podcasts.
All the Boy Meets World Fever, all the Boy Meets World shows are going to end around the same time. It seems like I'm looking at them, and I think you guys, shit 90s show, shit 90s taught us. I don't.
Mm-hmm. They're
gonna end.
The
they're gonna end soon because they're doing 2 episodes per, and then I think you're after them. I don't know about Feeney Call. Feeney Call is gonna end soon. They're gonna end right after Boy Meets Girl Meets Boy Meets World, which I was just on 2 weeks ago.
Boy Meets World Boy Meets Girls does the finale of season 5 with us, and then Shit 90 Shows Taught Me did the tournament with us. So
nice. I love it. I'm here for it.
I didn't realize there were so many Boy Meets World.
Shit 90 Show taught us. I listened a little bit of the Boy Meets World stuff, but I honestly listen to their specials more than I do anything else. When they put out a special of like just something they watched along, I listened to it. They just did the Mighty Ducks, and I tweeted at them as I was listening to it at work. They did not like the Mighty Ducks as much as I do, and I was very offended.
I don't want to listen to them now.
It's a good episode. It's a good episode. They're still fun.
Anybody who doesn't like
I was yelling at I was just yelling in the air because my headphones were in, and I was just at work yelling the Mighty Ducks are better than Sandlot and stuff.
Yeah, I've never seen Sandlot. I can confirm that Mighty Ducks is better.
Mighty Ducks is better than Sandlot, 1,000%.
Mighty Ducks is one of the GOAT sports movies.
I agree.
Agreed. But they're great. I love listening to them. And I'm still sad that Boy Meets Girl Meets Boy Meets World is ending. But I gave him an idea for a Good Luck Charlie podcast, so fingers crossed.
Joe, where can the people find you?
You can find me watching Netflix in my living room most of the time, and also on social media is at Joby1 Kenobi. Go Bills!
Do you still sell merch?
I mean, there's still a website.
Well, I'm wearing your merch right now, so
yeah, I can see my face on your chest.
Good. I do wear it to work sometimes.
See,
no one's questioned who's this random person that's on your shirt. So you can follow me on Twitter and the TikTok where I be TikToking and tweeting. So follow me on both at DaMoney213. That's DAMONEY, the number 1, the number 3. You can also follow T13 as a whole on TikTok at T13. So that's T13 spelled out.
You can find me on Twitter, hi-fi_Mike, where I basically just tweet at How I Met Your Mother podcast and Boy Meets World Fever and Boy Meets Girl Meets Boy Meets World. I tweeted them quite a bit. That's about all I do on Twitter. So you can follow me there, and you can find all the shows on the T13 Media Network at T13media.com, the letter T, the number 1, 3 spelled out, media.com. Buy a shirt, buy something, and rate and review us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Golden rules, 5 or fuck off.
Yep. If it's not a 5, I don't fucking care. Keep your mouth shut. So that's been this episode of Debatable. Case closed.
Yo, we didn't promote dildos.